Hi, Fee Tui Win here, and welcome back to another segment of Tea with Fee. In this episode, I want to offer you 4 simple steps to living life with more inspiration. So, if you have not made yourself your favorite mug of tea, pause the video, go make your tea, come back, snuggle up, relax, and allow us 5 minutes of exploring 4 very simple steps so that you can live life with more inspiration, which results in much more freshness and joy in your life. The first thing to recognize is that when we receive a new idea and inspiration, it feels really exciting and feels really good. It's like, oh my gosh, I could do things this way or I could do things that way. And the newness of the idea and the possibility of doing something in a new way feels really good. Whether it is trying out a new recipe or cooking something you've cooked for a while but adding a new herb to it, or taking a different route home from work, or maybe incorporating a new technique or idea into how you present a presentation at work. Regardless of where the inspiration comes up or how it comes up, usually there's a feeling of freshness and newness and excitement when that inspiration comes through. So the first step in this 4-step process is to allow yourself to feel the excitement and the joy and the hopefulness of realizing or trying out this inspiration or this idea. So really give yourself a chance to immerse in how good it feels at the inspiration that you've just received. And by enjoying those good feelings, the chance of you to follow through with actually doing it is much greater. And the benefit is you're already receiving some really nice rewards just by immersing yourself in the feel-good feelings of the inspiration. The second thing to remember is that usually after you have the inspiration, you get excited, doubt tends to come in. Oh, I really shouldn't do that. It's really not that good of an idea. Doubt shows up and puts a downer on the inspiration. So recognize doubt when it comes up and just name it for what it is. Oh, there's doubt in the movement forward of this idea or this inspiration. Third is to realize that the root of doubt is actually from fear. And fear, of course, is an expression of the ego. So because there is a fear that trying it out may not turn out that well, it may be a waste of time, we may not look so good. For example, in the idea of trying a new technique with the presentation at work, what if that technique doesn't work out? We'll look bad in front of people. So because the ego wants to protect itself, right, it wants to minimize any harm that may come to it. So it casts doubt to show up to prevent us from trying out and living the inspiration, recognizing the doubt when it comes, and then knowing that the root of the doubt is actually a fear that the ego has in trying to protect itself and trying to protect its identity. And knowing that removes a lot of the power away from the doubt and the fear that the ego has, so that you can move more confidently forward in living your life from that place of inspiration. And fourth is to be willing to let go of the outcome of trying out this new idea. Part of the fun of life is growth and learning and adventure. And so if you try the idea out and it may not quite turn out the way you hope, at least now you know how to tweak it so that it gets to be even better. So from the place of inspiration to final outcome and getting it really the way you want it may require some intermediate steps. And those intermediate steps that show up to give you feedback that, oh, this can be tweaked, or it can be done better this way, or maybe a little bit more of this will make it really great. That feedback can only show up if you actually are willing to try out the inspiration.